entrepreneurship education consists of the identification and teaching of certain concepts and the learning and practicing of skill sets by students. So there's this graphical representation here of an experience that an individual would have moving through an educational system, becoming aware of self-employment, beginning to explore what that means in a more active basis, taking action towards developing a business or making those steps that ultimately lead to enterprise creation. So it's beginning with awareness and it's moving towards action. It's not a complicated, not a real innovative concept there, but there is certainly a pathway that takes place as a student moves through the educational process. And importantly, it involves curricular elements and extracurricular, co-curricular elements. Joe, do you want to walk through some of these that are on this slide?
Sure. In terms of the curricular aspects, how can we make entrepreneurship thinking relevant to teaching chemical engineering or teaching the fellows teach a variety of courses and is part of a larger curriculum rubric. But the challenge is to stick to the definition that the foundation is putting forth, and that's based on all of the years of experience and the learning that has come out of funding entrepreneurship for more than a couple of decades. And so how does that thinking, come into what is the relevancy of teaching entrepreneurship thinking? And one of the things that everybody, I think, agrees on is opportunity recognition. How do people recognize opportunities? How do they mold it? How do they create a meaningful end result that can be enterprise creation out of that? So we're not asking that when you teach a history class, you focus entirely on entrepreneurship, but how do you infuse those modules or thinking in that aspect? That includes the aspect of enterprise creation. Feasibility analysis, how do you discern between what is real, what is pie in the sky, what is blue sky, and it's nice to talk about those kinds of things to students, but what are some of the practical tools and skills that we need to infuse into this thinking that would lead them to, first of all, if they're not aware of entrepreneurship, make them aware of it, then explore it and take some action, and then hopefully that will lead them to enterprise creation. And again, this idea is doing this within the context of your course. The challenge would be to find the best methods to do that. Marketing is a key concept that we agree that should be part of this mix. And, of course, numbers, accounting, and finance. And I can, from my perspective, teaching artists about business, I can tell you that this is sometimes a challenge. It's probably less of a challenge for engineering, other curriculum that includes mathematics, but accounting and finance is sometimes cautiously introduced in a way that is non-threatening. So when they are made aware of what are the complexities of determining a true cash flow statement, what is it really going to cost to start a business? It's those kinds of concepts that we are looking to infuse in this. And again, it has to be done in the context of awareness, explanation, and action and enterprise creation. So that with that goal in mind, how do these modules, how do these concepts get introduced? And that is the collective challenge that I think we all face. And we don't have all the answers, but I think we are counting on you collectively to come up with methodology, come up with modules, come up with learning objectives and teaching experiences that can lead students to that. Do you want to go to the next one, Scott?
Sure, Joe. I think we do want to make sure we talk about the CEO Club itself. and these other extra and co-curricular elements. And you'll learn more about that, particularly at the CEO conference. But the CEO Club is a kind of a extracurricular activity that we really view as being very important in giving students the opportunity to engage with one another in projects that help them conceptualize how to actualize entrepreneurship education. So that's something you'll learn more about and hear more about, and hopefully participate and support the CEO Club on your campus.